Hi everybody, welcome to another session on auditing. In the previous videos, we were discussing about internal control, internal check, internal auditing, etc. In this video, we are going to discuss about vouching. You all might have heard about the term vouching from accountancy. In this video, let us have a deep understanding relating to vouching. As you all know, routine checking is one of the primary function of an auditor. Another important function of an auditor is vouching. It is the backbone of auditing. The transactions recorded in the books of account are to be compared with the supporting evidences and also to check properly authenticated and approved. Transactions will be vouched by its type. Example, cash transactions will be vouched, credit purchases, credit sales, etc. will be vouched. Such credit transactions will be vouched by taking the copies of invoices issued to the customers is taken as a supporting evidence. Mere checking and verification is not enough. It is equally important that the cash memos and invoices are properly authorized. Hence, the responsible person should sign such vouchers. Thus, vouching is very important because by vouching, the correctness and authenticity of transactions are established. Let us see a definition related to vouching. According to B. Bose, by vouching is meant the verification of the authority and authenticity of transactions as recorded in the books of accounts. As per Dixie, vouching consists of comparing entries in the books of account with documentary evidence in support thereof. As per Ronald A. Irish, vouching is a technical term which refers to the inspection of documentary evidence supporting and sustaining a transaction. Let us see what is the meaning of vouching. Vouching is a process. While the documentary evidence used for the support of vouching is a voucher. Thus, vouchers are documentary or other evidences in support of transactions entered in the books of accounts. And the process of comparing or tallying the entries, preparing the books of accounts with supporting evidence like cash memos, receipts, and other documents and correspondence is known as vouching. So, in simple terms, we can say that the process of comparing or tallying the entries in the books of account with the help of supporting evidences like cash memos, receipts, and other documents and correspondence is known as vouching. Mainly, there are two types of vouchers. One is primary voucher and the second is secondary or collateral voucher. Primary voucher is the main voucher that is supporting a transaction. Secondary voucher or collateral vouchers are those vouchers which support the primary voucher. And let us see what are the characteristics of voucher. Some of the characteristics of vouching are listed. One is examination of entries or verifying the entries by documentary or by other supporting evidences like vouchers, receipts, counterfoils of checkbook, pay-in slip, minutes book, correspondence, etc. All these terms you have studied in the previous semester. And this supporting documents and substantiate a transaction, and it ensures correctness and important aspects of auditing, and this is one of the preliminary work of auditing also. Let us see what are the objectives of vouching. The main objectives of vouching is to see that all transactions are correctly recorded, and to see that all transactions recorded are supported by the documentary evidence, and also to ascertain with the help of evidence that all transactions are properly authenticated, and to see that necessary vouchers relating to entries recorded in the books are with the client. Thus, the purpose of vouching is not merely to verify that the payments have been made, but to further verify that the payments relate to the payments have been made, but to verify that the payment relate to the business and is approved by the authority, and it is approved by the proper authority. So the main objectives of vouching is to see that all transactions are recorded correctly and all the recorded transactions are supported by documentary evidence, and also to ascertain the help of evidence that all transactions are properly authenticated and all the vouchers relating to entries are recorded in the books. Let us see some of the importance of vouching. Some of the importance of vouching include reliable examination of books of accounts and all transactions with supporting documentary evidence, and examination of original evidences and detection of errors at the initial stage itself, and it also keeps the auditor alert. So these are the some importance of vouching. It helps in reliable examination of books of accounts with supporting documentary evidences, and to check whether the supporting documentary evidences are original evidences, and if there is any errors or fraud, detect it in the initial stage. And also the process of vouching keeps the auditor alert always. So these are some of the importance of vouching. And some other aspects included in the vouching is the serial number, the date, name, address, amount, particulars, approval and signature, revenue stamp, continuous vouching, cancellation of the voucher, period of the voucher, entry of books of accounts, and list of missing vouchers. So these are the points that an auditor should be noted down while checking the transactions with the supporting evidence. The serial number, the date of purchase, name, address, amount in which the product is purchased, and the particulars, especially the approval and signature of proper authority, to see whether there is a revenue stamp, whether it is a continuous vouching, then cancellation of the voucher if it is not valid, then period, and to check whether the all the transactions are entered in the books of account, and also to see in the and also to keep the missing vouchers in consider. So these are some of the important points to be noted. So in this video we were discussing about different aspects of vouching, the meaning, definition, objectives,